Declan, should we have faith in what our governments are trying to sell us? That regulation of this industry, this cash cow, will do us nothing but good and will keep the bad guys sidelined and stop the bad guys?
I don't know if you can see me, Bob. I'm just laughing uproariously at the idea that we should trust government at any level, at any time, on anything. Look, first of all, sports gambling is deeply, deeply addictive. And let's start with the idea, because it's fundamentally changed. And if you're over 30 years old and you're listening to this, you know intellectually your ideas on sports gambling are old-fashioned and wrong. You, listener, thinks that you need to go to a casino, you need to go to a racetrack, or you need to go somewhere. That ain't true anymore. It's like walking around with a mobile phone is like walking around with a casino in our pocket. But what's made it even worse, what's made the change even worse, is that you've now got something called frictionless gambling, where it's built into the product by algorithms, by the same evil people that designed social media and made them so addictive, to keep pressing a button, keep pressing, getting that fugue of excitement and adrenaline. So the risk of gambling addiction is far, far higher with this new form of gambling, this frictionless gambling, which we've never seen before. 10 years ago, it simply wasn't there. To anybody under, they'll think, who is this old fogey telling me this stuff? But to begin that conversation, let's know that we're talking about a fundamentally different form of sports gambling than we've ever seen before. It is so dangerous, this new form of sports gambling. It would have been better if you were gambling with a mob. Old school mob gambling, because they couldn't addict you through your phone. You could walk away from those guys. Now, as a potential addict, you're walking around constantly with it. The other thing is, and this is generally not discussed by the government regulators who are so good across North America, is the AI systems. There are a few that are honorable exceptions, but most of them are working under the rubric of ban or bankrupt. So if Bob Mackin is a great gambler and you start breaking more than 50, really the break even for sports gambling, they're going to start cutting you down, Bob. You're going to get maybe 1,000 bets, $1,000 first, and then you get down to 100. Listen, Bob, thanks very much, but you better take your cash somewhere else. And the only thing that you and the other lucky, fortunate sports gamblers have done is win. You bought into that commercials. You bought into the idea that you can do it. However, if you start to lose, they'll take as much of your cash as they want. They will go until you're bankrupt.